Would you look at that, son? It's another great day for some communication education. Heading off to class so that I can further prepare my students to give their speeches. Now, for you to give a speech, you have to really organize your thoughts, organize your points, know what you're talking about, and really structure your speech so that the audience can take in the information, retain the information, and even act on the information. So there are three main purposes to giving a speech: to inform, to persuade, or to entertain. My students have to give two: one to inform and another to persuade. We already talked about attention getters and how to acclimate your audience to the content, but got to make sure that they also understand how to transition between points and to, create a conclusion, because guess what? People remember the last thing you tell them. They remember the last thing you tell them. You can give a 45-minute speech. It can be entertaining, captivating, charismatic. It can just be full of information. They will remember the last thing that you tell them. They'll remember how you make them feel, but in terms of content, they're going to remember the last thing that you tell them. So conclusions are super important. And of course, so is chai. Got to get it between classes. Heading off to my next one to make sure they have the exact same information. They need to know how to structure their speeches. Now, in this class, in addition to talking about conclusions and transitions, we also talked about supporting material. You can give a speech and you can talk all day long. You can speak about what you think, what you feel, give all this information. You got to have some supporting material. Folks need examples. They need anecdotes. They need statistics. They need definitions to terms. You can't assume everybody understands the same acronyms around an industry, the same terminology that you do about a particular topic. So take the time to define a term for your audience. Take the time to let them know that you're not just making this content up, but the National Institutes of Health or the American Dental Association. Like, there's a reason they say 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. Like, that's evidence. We could just put on a commercial that says, go brush your teeth. But that's not nearly enough, and it's not nearly as powerful as if we say 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. That's called supporting material. One of my mentors, Les Brown, always says, never tell a story without making a point and never make a point without telling a story. And that's because while I want you to get this point that I'm trying to make, a story will help illustrate it. A story is that supporting material to prove the point, to help you understand and connect with and make that point relevant to you. Oh yeah, it's a lot to giving a speech. Structuring it properly from beginning to end, that's a huge part of it. Hope you had a great day.